Women-led small businesses in South Africa face systematic barriers despite supportive policies on paper. Now, most women get less to no funding, lack of collateral, and gender bias continues to hold women back. Women need more gender specific support, mentorship, and measurable targets to ensure real procurement opportunities for women entrepreneurs, not just symbolic efforts during Women's Month.
Yeah, so tell me your story. How did this all come about? The Women's Expo.
Okay, let's start where it all began. So my name is Devo Homwatse, born and raised in Mamelodi, a township in Pretoria East. I've always loved business. I've always loved business because I was raised under it. I've seen it. I've seen my uncles making livelihoods, like a good living out of their hustle. Then I was a curious child and very smart. But I always say there's two worlds in this life, because some, they will tell you about their academics and why they are academics. They've seen it at home. And with me, this is what I've seen. This is what I've known. This is what I've learned. And I just followed through. But I was the first one in my family to formalize it. I made sure that it was more than that for me. It wasn't the hustle. I had to learn a lot of things and, catching up, because I've seen this hustle happening around me. But I had to research and find out, what is this thing? What is entrepreneurship? Because I loved it. I started at the age of 21 years. Today I'm 42 years, and it's been going for the past 21 years. We are having this conversation, me and you, today, because I've lived to tell a tale.
That's brilliant. Tell me a bit about the world, the Women's Expo.
Women Expo. Yeah. So the Mzansi Women Expo is a platform that, after 21 years, I said, because I've been doing events for a very long time, and for presidents, I've done state visits, I've done all kinds of events, important ones also. Like, I was the architecture of this joy, of this, because I love what I'm doing. And I thought, geez, events, you can run so many business within an event scale. I met women in IT, I met women in farming, I met women through my eventing journey. So 21 years later, I'm like, now I know what I need to do. Mzansi Women Expo, it's a platform for women where they can sell and showcase, because I've realized, geez, women, they've got so many beautiful, they are creative, and it's on another level. They're in automotive, because I had to look your background out, and I've seen you were in automotive, and I'm sure you can now agree with me that women are taking up those spaces as well.
For sure, yes.
So I want women in every space to come together and showcase and sell. Will be going all over South Africa in this platform of Mzansi Women Expo. Will be having women to showcase their unique, innovative talents, because we can't have the same catering. Not to say it's wrong to be in catering, no. You find people who they've mastered the art of, changing the recipe. The recipe, if you change it, you get good product out of it. So now we are looking at all AI. It has become a big part of our lives now. There's so many things. So I said, Mzansi Women Expo, it will help all these women to get our products across South Africa, SADC, and beyond. I'm busy now talking. We actually in talks with BRIC nations, so we can go sell there with our female. And Sanha also, I'm in talks with them to, approve me as Mzansi Women Expo, so my women can also be able to, go to Dubai, UAE, and
so basically making it international, hey?
Yeah. Exactly, it is. That's what, it's not a small thing. It's bigger than me also. It's a purpose work, this one, because it is really close to my heart. I've started this journey actually about 9 years ago, but they say slowly. I didn't even know what to call it. I said, all I know is that women We can come together regardless of race, age, and color. We are creative. We are homemakers. We can handle a lot of things. And through my career, I had to meet amazing women who are daily showing up, even when they are exhausted. So I said, you know what? This platform, because we can't always come together for storytelling and all of that, but let's make money together. Let's just say South African women, they are here and they've got products, because we always talk about China bringing products, but let's now take these products to them, what we've got, because we are talented. We are talented, and this is our time. This is our moment. Like, the essence of it now is that let's just show the world what we can do on a bigger scale. Like, let's hold together. Let's join hands, because there's a lot happening now. We are busy. We know the issues that I can't mention now, because it's a beautiful moment for me and for women to say, come, contact me, join Mzansi Women Expo, regardless of who you are, age, color, come showcase your talents. And that's how it happened for me, knowing that as women, we can come together and still do great things together. And we are creative. We are so, with women, you can go to a space, that a female is not here. There's no female. We are homemakers. We know how to pack things in order. We know how to, just bring things together in a good way. So this expo is like, okay, now there's Nadia cleaning powder, washing powder, or carpet cleaner, table hose, water, whatever. Let's just come and sell. This platform is solely for that, for women to stand up, to show up, and raise the Mzansi flag higher than ever.
No, that's really brilliant. I mean, that is really inspiring. What I wanted to ask you though is, like, so what advice would you give to other women who who are inspired by this and by what you've done, and basically, like, to people out there who want to follow in you, like to young women who want to follow in your footsteps, what advice would you give them?
I would say, start. You'll figure it out as you go. You need to start.
As long as you make a start, yeah.
You need to have right mentors. You need to research a lot. Start with what you have. We take that for granted, but starting is important, because remember, by doing, it's action. It means you can figure out what you're doing wrong and change it immediately, because you cannot keep on using the same formula that isn't working. So it means when you are doing, it's an action, and you can say, oh no, this is not working. They were not happy with this. You are able immediately, you get a feedback for yourself. So me, it's doing, and be patient with yourself. You are doing okay. We put so much pressure on ourselves that you want to be seen perfect. You want to send a perfect product to the public. But guess what? Feedback, it's the most big teacher. Feedback, it teaches you that, okay, if I want to sell, I must take feedback. What is it that I didn't do okay? And what do I need to change? So I will say start, then you get feedback, you change from there. Because if you are passionate and you keep on showing, and you must also be able to defend what you are starting, you are building. Speak to your family. That's where it starts. That this idea, can it work? Does it? Because you also need to know your market when you start. So I'm saying starting where you are, and small, and grow as you go. It's the most important thing, and that's the advice I can give. You need to start.
Make a start. No, that is so important in life as for anything. I mean, it's just, actions speak louder than words, as they say, and it's just it's the action that counts. I mean, it's that action that really it's going to make anything happen. It all starts with seed,
Yes, and I'm so happy, Jason, because on the 9th, no, sorry, I beg your pardon, on the 10th of October 2025, we are launching at the JSE. By the way, my business is 21. In the era that I grew up in, Jason, they used to give people keys when you turn 21.
Yes, yeah.
This for me is also, I don't know if that still happens, but what I can tell you is that this is also a celebration for me, for myself, like a part. I'm giving myself a key that I've uniformed myself for too many years, and I fought so many battles. Like, those were barriers I had to fight because I don't have a surname to back me. I don't have, any prominent figure in my family. It was me who started this thing, and I started at a very young age, not knowing. So can you imagine how many barriers I had to overcome? And people, they thinking your skin, your what, that doesn't work. That is why I'm saying to every woman in Mzansi, I know your pain, I feel it. And this is a bridge that you can cross. Believe you me, those doors, they've been locked for too long. Let's open them. And we can only do that when we join hands and do it together. You see, a solo, it works to a certain stage. But when you join hands, magic happens. I know for a fact because I've worked with women. I know when I was organizing an event, because I was fortunate to organize events around South Africa. I've traveled wide and far. And with my gift that I had, just to organize, to plan, to conceptualize, to keep on pushing. So I know what we can do. So on the 10th of October 2025, Jason, we are launching.
25 October.
Yeah, 10th of October. 10th of October 2025, we are launching. I'm launching Mzansi Women Expo officially at the JSE. And that's where our economy is run. That is why I took it there, because I wanted also women to get a chance to meet investors in person and to hear what people who are there are saying about, we are serious about our economies as women. So that's why I took everything there to a JSE instead of having a party with friends or whatever celebrating. I said, let me bring more women with me. If women want
that is a big milestone, yeah.
Yeah, and join in. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. If you are inspired and you've got a product and you're saying, because I've reached out to SABS also to say, please send your person to come and share. What do you need to make that product a complete thing, not just a package, a thing that can travel, even if when we are sleeping, it can sell. So I want to see all the women of Mzansi with products to sell across all the borders. That's where we are going as Mzansi Women Expo. We are going everywhere from Mamelodi, Soweto, Umlazi, to Moscow, to Lagos, to yes, that's where we are going. So yeah, that's me, and that's Mzansi Women Expo. That's
really a wonderful story. It is really inspiring. And I think, this Women's Month, I mean, we do, like on IOL, we really do want to carry these kinds of stories because they need to be told. They're just, there's no other way to say it. I mean, they're just not told often enough. And I think, hopefully with this campaign that we're doing this month, we will, actually be able to hear more, get more voices like yours out there and inspire other women to, who are young and who are in the situation you were in, to actually think, there's actually hope. I just need to, like you say, look at the right mentors and
yes,
make a stop. Yeah.
And me, I always say, you know what, guys, you can never have enough information. There's something to learn every single day. Open your mind, be ready, and you can never be over mentored, according to me, because I feel different speakers, we read different books altogether, because also I love reading. Also, that it was my other, if I wasn't in business, maybe I'm writing a book, but I love reading so much. There's so many information. These books, you can get, you change the way you think. It changes immediately, instantly when you read. So me, that's where you will find me, a corner with a good book. There's so many. I will travel to Russia while I'm on my corner in my house. So I just wish young people, they can believe in themselves. They can believe in themselves, especially young women. Now I'm speaking to them specifically because when I go all over, women are discouraged by the corruption, the crime, and this and that. And I'm saying I'm also affected. Guess what? I know it. And me, I know it firsthand because I got to work with government and projects. Big financial institutions, they are my clients now. Because I've moved to corporate now in terms of my business. I have corporate clients as well. You see, God and hard work. Like 21 years later, now I do business with banks, I never thought I would get to that, ever in my entire life, because what I've known, even when I started with my business, Jason, I started with a community event. Then I said, I love the feeling of this. I didn't plan that one day I'll work with government, one day, next thing, now I'm in corporate. I'm like, oh, look at God, because that was not planned, but it was my consistent of showing up, whether I wanted to, how I felt, who made me mad. I had to remind myself, why am I doing this? And I need to keep on showing up for myself. That is important. Even if they saying, okay, I'm mad, I'm doing what, they need to immediately come back and say, it's fine. It's done. Now I need to move forward. So I'm saying to women out there, show up, peaceful, because it does wonders to you. It's not about, who says what about this. That doesn't work. I just want to say, women, let's remove ourselves from, these little petty things that they believe you me. I've done it for 21 years. I have a little circle of friends, but I know so many people. There's a difference. I know people, but I prefer my circle very small, because I don't want tomorrow to be. So my advice to young people out there, keep on showing up. Whether you are sure you are sick, you are not, show up for yourself. You will find, and it's important to know that we can and we will. We can and we will. Me, I know. I can tell my younger self now, because I had a lot of doubt, obvious, coming into this whole entrepreneurship. I had a doubt on myself, my background, where I came from. And I was specific that if it takes me longer, so be it. But I'm not going to date an older man. I'm not gonna be in these parties where I don't know what I'm looking for and how I got there, who's gonna take me home. I made sure I planned my things. At the age of 21, I started my business. 24 years already, Jason, I was owning a warehouse. I hired about 40, 50 people in Silverton Dale, because I was determined to say, my family have been doing this for a long time and they are good, but I've never seen anybody wanting to learn or coming outside of their comfort zone and doing much more. And I was like, maybe it's me. I must, because I love this so much. It's hard work, because in business sometimes you pay people, you don't get paid. But still, I said, you know what? It teaches you discipline. You are almost disciplined. You don't just go out randomly when you don't know where you're going. So I will urge young women to also, come on these tables, because I have built one also. They must join my table. Let's have these discussions. It's good to look cute and good all the time to say, come to this event. But now, all of us, let it be about money. What are we selling? What are we doing together? There's AI, there's now, technology now is on another level. So yeah, I hope all of us now this is our time, ladies.
South Africa now has 45% women in parliament, a result of the ANC's 50% quota introduced before the 2009 elections. However, numbers alone don't guarantee influence. It remains unclear if women's presence leads to real power or policy change. The national gender structure have been weakened by state control and dysfunction, while women's movements have lost momentum, leaving the question of whether greater representation truly brings equality. Every month, thousands of South African schoolgirls are forced to miss class because they cannot afford menstrual products. According to Breadline Africa, over a third of girls lose up to a week of school each month. That's nearly 20% of their academic year gone. Not because they're less capable, but because of barriers boys never face. Period poverty robs girls of a fair chance to succeed. If we want true equality in education, we must recognize these challenges and ensure no learner is left behind simply because of their biology.